Alright, good afternoon, everybody. It is the middle or end of September here, September 20th, and first frost was last night. It wasn't heavy, but I imagine that's going to quickly start to end the season here. And we're just starting to get a lot of ripe figs now. The season was definitely truncated by the late freeze we had, and then this is still pretty early for frost for us. We are going to get some warmer weather this week, but I have a feeling that some of this cold weather, you can see the figs are starting to suffer between that and the rust, which is all those brown spots that you see. I did have a couple of trees defoliate. Not exactly sure why. It looked kind of like a bad rust outbreak, but I also want to check these new pots that I made and make sure they're not holding too much water. But for now, let's just go through and see if we can't try some figs. So this is Martinenca Ramada. You can see it has a nice striping to it, but then when it ripens, much like Bordissot Negra Ramada, it turns a pretty color. So let me go ahead and get this off. This might be spoiled. It's a little bit overripe. Don't see any signs of spotted wing SWD. Let's see if I can crack this open. Don't want to bite into it in case it's spoiled, but it looks pretty good. Definitely overripe. Let's see how it smells. It smells pretty good. Let's try it. It's delicious. Very, very good. Alright, we have a lot of figs to try today, so let me just put this aside. Alright, let's just keep walking around the orchard. We're going to try some different things here. This, I believe, I'm starting to forget which tree is which at this point in the season. This is Bordissot Grace, and this one got hit pretty good by birds. That one's pretty soft. Again, you can see the tree almost completely defoliated. A lot of trees did this year in the back. The front yard did not have the same problem. So I'm not sure if it was heat. They didn't dry out. That I'm pretty positive of. They just defoliated from rust or some other issue. Let's go ahead and crack this guy. Oh, jeez. Crack this guy open. Boy, that looks nice inside there. Looks really, really nice. Let's go ahead and try it. It's actually a little bit watery. Not much to taste there. I hear Fisher behind me. Go ahead, buddy. You want to try this? All right, you play with that one. Let's see. I know I've got a mess with my Bordissot Negra in the greenhouse here. Actually, doesn't look too bad, but I do have some figs that just couldn't take the extra humidity in the greenhouse and exploded. You can see those SWD flying around in here. Let's see if this one's ripe. Probably spoiled. It does have a nice drop of honey. I do have an awful lot of pests on here, though, but nice drop of honey on that. I'm going to have to clean this one off. Okay, so this Bordissot Negra Ramada is cleaned off enough for me to eat now. It's always hard to open these suckers with one hand, but let's see. Looks pretty nice. A little bit of spoilage at the tip there, perhaps, but definitely worth trying. It looks a little bit watery, not syrupy like they are normally in the heat of summer. Very good flavor, but yes, definitely watery. All right, let's keep walking. All right, here's my white Madeira. Let's see if we can find one to taste on here. One of the bags too spoiled. A lot of these have been either eaten by the birds or this one is probably spoiled inside, but let's take a look. Actually looks pretty good. Alright, sorry about that. Very watery, which is surprising. I thought it was warm enough to get some syrup in these. I may have to reduce my watering schedule for these figs and see if that helps. Boy, that's good. It's definitely a little bit watery, but very, very, very tasty. White Madeira has been impressive this year. Fisher, you want to try some? All right, here. That was a good fig. Don't just lick it, take it. All right. I believe this is my Galicia Negra. I was hoping to get at least one fig off it. And if you look, these leaves are just, a lot of them are just pulling right off of these trees. I'm guessing it's the rust as much as it is the frost. But, yeah, season is pretty much over. Moving down, Bordissot Nero. It looks like I missed, the birds beat me to the ripe ones. Nothing else ripe quite yet. This was my Col de Dame Grise. And let's see. I see a drop of honey on that guy there. Usually that's going to signify that he's ripe. Alright, let's see. Hey, think I can eat some of these without you? No? Didn't think so. Alright, lots of honey dripping off of this guy. Just give him a little wipe. Let's see what we got in here. Again, looks good, but boy, high amount of water in these figs. Wonder if we got some rain. I've been gone for a few days. May have definitely gotten some rain while I was gone. Still very tasty, but definitely watery. I don't know how many of these you can eat, buddy, without exploding, but we'll figure it out. Alright, moving on. Col de Dame Noir, I haven't really gotten to try many of these this year. And even this one too. It's interesting, I'll show you when I go to the front. The front is not having as many issues with leaf drop, or rust for that matter. I'm not seeing anything on this guy. This is the side of the orchard where the trees I put that got hit pretty hard by frost and freeze. Not much there. This Black Madeira grew back, but it's getting hit pretty good with birds and pests. Not gonna try one of those. Let's see. Moving on. Alright, what do we have here? Is this my Larg? No, this is Manresa. And boy, that is not ripe yet. No, I don't think I have any Manresas to try. If you look at my Improved Celeste, you can see, I mean, these leaves were pretty new because it got hit by the freeze, and they just got hammered by, absolutely hammered by that rust. So, it's unusual here. Normally we get rust, but it doesn't affect the trees this significantly. It's been a weird year. I've got one really old, this is my unknown. Don't remember what this guy was. This is actually dehydrated on the tree to some extent. Spoiled / dehydrated. Let's see if we can take a look here. Let me get this out. So this must have been hanging on the tree. I must have missed it. It's still a little squishy. Oh, you can see it's spoiled in there. Dehydrated on the outside, but spoiled on the inside. Whew. Oh yeah, it smells like fermented apples. Alright. Some of these Improved Celestes. Let's see if they're ripe. Not really. I think everything is kind of given up at this point. Any fig I get at this point after, the frost is a bit of a bonus. What a shame. It was a really tough year this year. Not seeing any figs over here or here. All right, the front orchard's doing much better. Let's go check those out.